Hi, I'm Bob Reeves. I'm the Director of Operations at Kaysun Corporation. My customer came to me and they wanted to double their capacity. And they needed to do so in a pretty timely manner. And we just didn't have the resources internally to meet that deadline. And what was at risk was that the customer could potentially lose the ability to double their market share. We found Sure Controls and we approached them with this problem to see if they could help us develop a timely solution so our customer could realize those sales. We actually did our homework on multiple automation houses, and we were most comfortable with Sure Controls' approach and their creative and innovative new technologies that they had to offer us for a solution.
The Kaysun team was looking for something that could increase throughput. So they had an existing machine, but there were a lot of extra steps involved, and they were looking for something that would kind of streamline that process with a smaller footprint, but also help them with the takt time so they could produce more parts in the same amount of time.
The biggest technical problem came down to the infeed, and that created a lot of other issues for the cell that needed to be addressed. Because the parts were going into bowl feeders, they had a lot of jamming, as well as the overall system was quite large and took up a lot of space. And because of jamming and infeed issues, they had a lot of downtime, maintenance, and repair costs that were added into everything.
The main reason I would recommend Sure Controls automation solutions to anyone that's looking for a partnership with a automation house is their relaxed approach, their professional attitudes, but also their very creative solutions and advanced technologies that really help achieve the goals of your project as you set out to implement them.
There were a number of technologies that the team at Sure Controls utilized on the system for Kaysun. The first one being the ACERO flexible feeders. So we're one of the largest partners of ACERO in the Americas, and the ACERO has something called the ASSICube. And the ASSICube is a flexible feeder, the most advanced in the world, and this corrects the problems that companies have with feeder bowls. So parts jamming, maintenance, things like that, the ASSICube takes care of that. And that's something that was an extreme benefit for the Kaysun team. Another of the technologies that we used was Mechademic. And Mechademic has a robot called the Mecha 500, which is the world's smallest 6-axis and highest precision robot. We had 5 micron. So you got this very small 6-axis, 5 micron robot, and we use that to pick the parts off the ASSICube. And this robot literally fits in your hands. And this is something that we're able to put into a very tight package in terms of the feeder and the robot. So this allowed the overall footprint of the machine to be very tight, very small, help Kaysun reclaim some of that lost floor space. And I would say the third technology that we used is the Omron I4l Robot. This is a new SCARA robot that Omron released just recently. Very advanced, high speed, high precision, and this was another critical and key component that was integrated into the Kaysun cell.
So historically, the technology that we used and implemented here was custom or was not very flexible. And they came to us with a solution that had complete flexibility, was really creative technology, to the point where we look at other projects that we're doing internally and we think we can use and implement their ASSICube technology in many other areas of our operations and have the benefits and the gains that come with them of not being so inflexible, but have the flexibility to be able to reuse and repurpose that technology throughout our operations.
The overall outcome of the project, I guess in short, it was fantastic. So we exceeded every expectation that was provided. For example, the throughput of the machine. The previous machine used to take about 22 seconds takt time per part. We brought that down to low 17s to the upper 16-second range of takt time per part. That's just pure profit because now the machine is putting out more parts in the same amount of time. We also shrunk the footprint. This machine that we developed with the team was very innovative, very compact, and it literally used up less than half the floor space of the previous machine. And then we're also able to eliminate the problems of the feeder bowl jamming due to the vestige. So with the Acerol flexible feeding solution that we provided, that allows them to run parts without the jamming and without the maintenance that the feeder bowl is required.
The project was made successful by the engineering team at Sure Controls, allowing to fit and form products and processes into an assembly system, as well as having a smiling customer at the end to receive the product, and making sure that this whole thing went through innovation through simplification from their previous process.
Since implementing Sure Controls solution, my business has been impacted by increasing our sales. We've also pleased and delighted a customer, and in turn they have gained market share for their sales as well. If someone came to me and told me that they were considering working with Sure Controls, I would tell them to just do it. They won't be disappointed. Sure Controls will deliver what they say they will deliver to you.